Now, look, everybody's loud online until it's time to do real math in real life. Tonight, we're going to do both. We're going to watch the clips, laugh once or twice here and there, and then land the plane on what actually matters, right? Not the spin, the truth. So let's start by rolling it.
Do anybody know the day that we gonna start stealing the groceries and stealing the stuff out the stores? Cause I get paid next week, but I can wait until y'all start grabbing stuff, and then save the little bit of money that I got. But I need to know the exact day though, cause make sure I ain't got to work and make sure I ain't got nothing going on. Probably need a ride cause I don't want to drive my car. But just whatever day that's gonna be, just say yeah, just the day we stealing the stuff is this. Just drop it down there low and let me know. I'll be. Do anybody know the day that we gonna start?
It's the way that he rolls. Oh my God! Look how he came up like he just woke up on the. Okay, Alexa, thank you. Wow, that's messed up my whole little moment. But bruh said, "I'm down the loop, but only if it fits my schedule and if I get a ride." That's not a revolution. That's a ride share with felonies. Look how he rolls. One more time though.
Do anybody know?
Now look, if eating requires a group chat and a getaway car, the problem started way before the benefit date. That's all I'm saying. All right. Opposite angle coming up. Confidence that cuts backfire. Let's go ahead and hear it.
They think that we're going to starve. They think that by cutting off SNAP and EBT that they are going to make POC and immigrants starve, not realizing that most POC and most immigrants know how to make a meal out of $5 or less, sometimes even $4 or less. Most immigrant homes run on $40 a week menu.
What?
You're not starving us out. Matter of fact, we're about to see who's going to be starved out. And every time y'all try to do this, it always backfires on. Every time in history, it always backfires on. We thrive. Good luck. They think that we're going to stop.
The caption comes with woman with freshly done nails who receives food stamps claims that if benefits are cut off, people of color will thrive. And it will only backfire on white people. Wow. If you can truly feed a family on $40 a week, respect. But not only that, I'm going to need you to upload a class. Now, I do remember back in the different days prior to YouTube, having to feed the family out $5. That was a pack of bread, a pack of hot dogs, some chili, and a bag of chips. Anybody, But I need you to teach a class on that. Like, go ahead. But I want you to notice the switch. It's not we don't need it. She didn't say it's that. It's you'll suffer more than us. That ain't self-reliance. That's scoreboard talk right there. Different game. Now, for the metaphor everyone remembers, the breakup.
Women all around the country, the liberal ones, are complaining, saying that Donald Trump is taking away food stamps. He's taking away government assistance. What are we going to do? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. For you all that do not comprehend what's about to happen, let me elaborate. What this means, ladies, is that the government is basically going to break up with you.
Damn.
What you all are about to experience in the next 6 months to a year, something that will completely humble you. Because as you all, decades and decades and decades, ran y'all baby daddies out the fucking picture, ran y'all ex-husband out the picture because you all could rely on that second boo, which is the government. About 6 months to a year, you all gonna be real lovey-dovey back up on men. I'm not trying to hear this, oh, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. Not based off all the videos of women going crazy on TikTok. I can't tell. We can understand that the government 50, 60 years ago, this was all part of a plan, especially in minority communities. Run the father out the household. And as a woman, you can say that you're a single, strong woman that is getting assistance from boyfriend number 2, which is the government. Good part about this is that obesity is about to decline.
Damn. That was crazy. I mean, it's blunt, but it tracks. You know, the state stepped in as the second boyfriend. Boyfriend number 2. Hopefully none of y'all ever heard that song. It used to be a ringtone on one of my ex-girlfriend's phones, and that's how I found out, y'all. True story, too. Heartbreaking, but you move past it. As I said, though, you know, the state stepped in as the second boyfriend, you know, rules, rewards, and the bill. When the money gets tight, the relationship gets real, though, you know? And if real life, and real life, you know, rather doesn't care about captions. They don't. Meanwhile, TV's fishing for a face to blame. Roll this one.
Dear nieces and nephews, if a news station comes up to you and they want to interview about losing your SNAP benefits, decline the interview. If I see you on a news station, I'm going to find you and we're going to have us a good old come to Jesus moment with Auntie. They are using us. They want to make the narrative that Black people are so worried about losing SNAP benefits, like we are the ones who get the most in SNAP benefits, and we're not. White women are.
I'm going to just say, hey, it's the videos being posted, and who do you see the most?
And the people who are going to crash out when November 1st happens, and they can't swipe their card and it says insufficient funds on their cards, are going to be the white folk, not the Black folk, because we're used to struggling. We used to struggle. We used to going to the church and getting food. We used to having community and people having a garden and showing up and making sure that families don't go without.
Oh, struggling is a Black thing, but white people, huh? What are you saying? Like, are you trying to say like struggling is equal to Black people? Like it's normal? Like,
And making sure that families don't go without. These other people ain't used to that. They're not about that life. So they're going to be the ones, not to saying that we ain't going to hurt, but we know how to navigate these waters. They've never had to do it before. So when they crash out, they're going to want to blame it on Black folks. So don't give them the ammunition by you being all up on the news talking about some, oh yeah, I'm going to go steal, I'm going to go do this. No, you're not. Because we got our people.
The eyebrow? Look, man, let me tell y'all something. Facts are greater than framing every day of the week. If media can pick the thumbnail, they can pick the narrative. All right? I'm going to keep this short. Don't volunteer to at least something that I gathered from her. Don't volunteer to be someone else's headline. But I will add this. Numbers don't wear race. Editors do. Keep that in mind. Now let's talk priorities. The ones we choose, not the ones we post.
Hear me out. Went and got my nails done earlier because I work and I can pay for those, right? The whole topic of conversation in there was how in the state of Tennessee, the governor has declared that there'll be no food stamps or WIC for the month of November. And there was a lot of hooping and hollering and complaining in there that they don't know how they're going to feed their babies or get their babies milk. But was in there getting their nails done, their lashes done, getting designs put on it, and this, that, and the other. And I raised 2 children by myself. I did get WIC, and I did get food stamps until they were 6 months old, both of them. I'm very, very grateful for it. I still praise Jesus for it. I believe it is designed to help you when you have no other choice until you can get a job and support yourself, okay? Do not act like I'm saying that food stamps and WIC is wrong. But at the same time, I was not going to get my nails done and my lashes done and special designs on it and then sitting there acting like it was my state's obligation to get my kids milk. How about not getting your nails done if you're worried about your children not having milk in the month of November?
I know that's right. Listen, do your nails if you like. Grown adults, you got that option. You can make those choices. But if the milk money is a crisis and the lash money is not, what are we doing? That's not policy. That's priorities. Budgets don't bend for hashtag. Energy spike. Rant time. You might not love the tone, but you are definitely going to catch this man's point.
If you don't get your EBT food stamps, you're just going to steal it? And you think Donald Trump shut it off just to fuck you guys over? Who the fuck entitled you to free food in the first place? Having 7 kids out of wedlock is not the taxpayer's fucking problem, it's yours. And it's not Donald Trump, it's the Democrats that did it to you, your party that you're supporting. You complain about supermarkets closing down in your areas because of theft, and now you guys are just going to steal if you don't get your EBT? Like somehow you're fucking entitled to it because you got it your whole life? You realize you motherfuckers eat better than people making $1,000 a week, right? You're getting free housing, free utilities, free motherfucking cell phone, thousands a month in free food, and because your party fucking shut the government down and trying to gaslight you into believing it's his party and us doing it, you're fucking delusional and entitled fucking babies. If your community's so strong, why don't you guys have a block party with a barbecue? Oh, wait, because you don't take care of yourself because you depend on the taxpayers like we owe you shit. It's not our fault. It's yours.
Now, underneath the volume is pretty simple. It's a simple line. You can't outsource adulthood. You could blame a politician on Monday, but the fridge is still your job on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's not a left or right, man. That's life. And if life really turned natural selection on, how many of us are actually ready?
I don't want to sound like I'm overthinking it because I know a lot of y'all can't keep up, but this SNAP benefit situation clearly shows y'all could not survive a world built off natural selection. If the government really stood back, if they just let everything go and let the world be who they want to be without them, y'all would not survive. Let's say they just only protected us from invasion of other countries, but you have to do everything else yourself. Y'all would not survive the natural selection. You couldn't get your own food. You couldn't keep your own crib. You couldn't educate your own kids. Y'all would literally not survive a world of natural selection. Y'all response to the SNAP benefits is don't celebrate the holiday. Keep your money. Everyone's going to be affected because food prices going to go up. Yeah, but this is natural selection. This is how the world moves. Without the government, right? What y'all going to do when all those wolves start attacking the sheeps? You either going to turn into a wolf yourself, you going to follow behind them like a fox, or you going to be slaughtered. That's how natural selection works. And this one issue with just benefits is showing y'all that y'all are biting the hand that feeds you. A lot of y'all are against the government. You constantly protesting. You constantly talking about them. But then you turn to the same internet where you're bashing them and you're trying to hold them accountable to continue to feed you and put food on your table. They don't have to do that. This is them showing you we don't have to do a lot of the things we do. But they understand the benefits of who they are. And a lot of people take it for granted. You can't be biting the hand that feeds you and then turning around and talking shit about the person who that hand belonged to. It don't make any sense. Y'all have to pick a new battle. Pick a new fight.
Translation. If the training wheels come off, do you coast or crash? Simple, right? Skills beat speeches. Community beats comments. We'll be fine. You know, that only works if you can actually be fine. Last one. Receipts, not memes, not vibes. Court paper.
So what does the waste, fraud, and abuse look like in SNAP? Let me show you. So this was actually this year, August 26th. Chicago grocery store owner sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for fraudulently redeeming SNAP and WIC benefits. How much, you say? Redeeming millions of dollars in benefits under the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
8.3 million?
This is the fraud. Let's look at this person's name. You see that name? Okay. He owned a grocery store in Chicago line and on Chicago's southwest side. So from 2011 to 2019, Al-Hawa fraudulently redeemed or caused to redeem SNAP and WIC benefits for non-eligible items or cash, and redeemed SNAP and WIC benefits on behalf of stores ineligible to participate in SNAP and WIC. He admitted in a plea agreement with the government that he caused the loss of these programs of more than $8.3 million. He pled guilty to wire fraud and tax charges. That's the waste, fraud, and abuse that the Democrats want to protect. And that is the waste, fraud, and abuse that our president is not trying to allow and that Congress is trying to fight back against. $8.3 million could have helped so many American families that actually need it. But this person, Yusuf Abu al-Hawa, decided to literally defraud the government and defraud the SNAP and WIC program of $8.3 million right here in Chicago. Have you heard Pritzker talk about that? Have you heard Brandon Johnson talk about that? No, you haven't, because they don't care. And this literally just happened on August 26th. 2025. You should go follow those types of proceedings, because then you'll truly understand what we're talking about. We're not talking about a Mexican grandma who's getting a little bit of SNAP benefits to take care of her family. We're talking about large-scale waste, fraud, and abuse that is occurring in the SNAP program that needs to stop, so actual people who need it can have access to those funds and it's not being depleted by scammers like this guy.
8.3 million people. And look, not people, my fault. 8.3 million meant for groceries. My bad, y'all. Siphon. That's why reform talk won't die. People see abuse and they stop trusting the system. You fix that by closing the leaks, not by flooding the room. Food doesn't care about politics, y'all. Kids eat because we, the grown-ups, we plan. If benefits come, use them well. If they pause, have a plan B that isn't a mob. All right? And if you're mad at fraud, be mad enough to demand audits, not excuses. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, I need you to put in the comments Trump snapping. Yeah, we're gonna turn this to a little metaphor. Trump snapping right now. So yeah, thank y'all for coming to check out this video, man. And if you are having a bad day, man, just know that God got you. Keep your head up. Friends come and go. Speaking of that, go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life, all right? I gotta get my cue ready. Peace.